Wonderful. Yay. All right. Everyone, welcome to our holiday Beautycounter party. I'm Sophie Alexander. I'm the owner and lead practitioner at the Nutritional Wellness Center. And I think most of you know me. I also have with me today my friend and my mentor, Amy. And Amy and I have both been consultants with Beautycounter now for getting on to 4 years and working together. Amy is a educator and wellness, I think call you wellness educator, right? Yep. And I have been using Beautycounter for the past 4 years within my nutrition practice. And I really found my way to Beautycounter through my children, to be honest, like through doing the work that I do, right? I work a lot with toxicities in the body and helping people identify why their bodies are not healing and repairing themselves as they should. And I see that chemicals and heavy metals being a big component of that. So I have definitely for many years now been aware of toxicities in personal care products and have taught people how to identify better brands. But I must admit that I didn't get into it with a lot of detail. I'd be like, all right, go to the co-op and like they carry better options, or like, here's a list of some better companies. But then when my oldest, who's now 9.5, when she was in preschool, I'd send her off to preschool and they had to have us put sunscreen on them every day. And I started then just grabbing sunscreens from the local co-op, and she'd start having skin rashes and reactions to those sunscreens. And then they, just other products that all seemed like good brands that her preschool was using, I was noticing her reacting to them. And so this started to open up for me a bigger question of, well, what actually is safe? Like what actually, how do you actually know that a brand that you think is clean, or the co-op is carrying, which I usually like trust the products that they're carrying, why is she having these reactions? And I would test her with the nutrition response testing technique, and she'd show up for chemicals, she'd show up for ingredients in these products. So it was really Beautycounter sunscreen that I then sought out and learned more about, the ethics behind this company, their safety list of ingredients that they never use in their personal care products. And it really took my awareness to a whole new level about what it actually means to utilize clean beauty. And then was thrilled to be able to share that as a resource with everyone that I work with and beyond. Amy, do you want to share a little bit about what got you into Beautycounter too?
I'll just say briefly that working with Beautycounter or even using the products is the very last thing that I ever imagined I would be doing. I live out in the country. I've never been much into products or sales for that matter, but just learning from my twin sister who was already working with Beautycounter, learning from her about the lack of regulations within this country, and just the fact that federal law hasn't been passed in over 80 years for our safety, and other statistics that were just shocking and so wrong. And then learning the work that Beautycounter is doing to counter that and to advocate for better for all of us is what really drew me in. So it pretty much has given me a platform to use my voice and raise my voice for something I believe in for all of us.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I don't know if any of you know this, but the last time any kind of regulation was passed in the United States to regulate personal care products and their safety was 1938. So it's been a long time. And since then, over 80,000 chemicals have been introduced into usage in the United States. And like barely 10% of that has really been studied for human safety. So we are inundated with chemical exposures on a daily basis. In my work, I really see it as the main underlying reason that bodies get sick and start to develop disease. And so in every way possible that we can reduce our exposure, it makes a huge difference. Yeah, it is. I agree, Jennifer. It is terrible. It is really terrible. And so Beautycounter's mission is to get safer products into hands of everyone, right? And to make it so that you can go to your drugstore and choose something off the shelf and not have to be like a master at reading ingredients and really understanding that, right? And that's a part of what Amy was talking about in terms of that advocacy piece, is really making it so that yeah, we don't have to be such the crusaders of understanding what's in our personal care products ourselves. Yeah, do you want to go a little bit more into that, Amy, just the advocacy and education piece?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Beautycounter's three main pillars are education, advocacy, and solutions. So the education component is this: it's having these conversations about how to choose safer, whether it's about Beautycounter or any other products that you might be using, how to find out if what you're currently using is safe or not, and then how to find products that are safe if that's what you're looking for. The advocacy piece is that we are not only creating safe products, they're also very high performing, which, by the way, is so liberating to know that you can find something that's safe and it also works. You don't have to sacrifice one for the other. But also we are going to Washington, D.C. and local officials as well, and advocating for more health protective laws and more regulations within this industry. So what Sophie said about the last time a law was passed was 1938, that's just totally unacceptable. It's not okay. Our skin is our largest organ, and the products that we're putting on it every single day, whether we are women, men, children, a lot of that is getting absorbed into our bodies and is affecting our health. And it's just absolutely not okay that a lot of the products on the market are harming our health. And that goes for products we might find at the co-op or elsewhere. We really shouldn't have to worry or wonder if something is safe for us or not. We should be able to trust that what we're purchasing doesn't have something that's carcinogenic or an endocrine disruptor or going to affect our fertility, and the list goes on. So that's really the work that Beautycounter is doing, is offering safe options with our products that work, educating consumers on how to find safer, and advocating for more health protective laws on a federal and local level. So it really feels like a movement. And that, again, is what really drew me in with my activism that I've had my whole life, and being an idealist and wanting things to just be good in the world and be good for us. Beautycounter is definitely leading the way in this movement that feels so important. So on that note, yeah, I'm going to share the screen and share a couple of videos with you. See if this is going to work for us. I think I can get it to work. Okay. So this first video, can everyone see that? Okay. The first video is actually from 2019, in December of that year. There was a hearing on cosmetics reform, and it was, I think, one of the first 2 hearings within the past 80 years. So again, no laws have been passed in the past 80 plus years, but this is maybe the second hearing we've had on cosmetics reform that is hopefully going to make some new laws be passed. And this particular 1-minute segment was Chairwoman Miss Eshu was questioning the head of the FDA on the FDA's authority over the safety of baby lotion. And really, they just chose baby lotion as an example. It could be any of the products we're talking about, whether it be makeup, sunscreen, skincare, hair care, nails, toothpaste, even personal care products in general, and what the FDA has authority over in terms of safety. So I'm gonna press play. I encourage you guys to, what I've learned with Zoom, and this might not even be true, but what I've been told is that the videos come across a little bit better if people turn off their video during me playing a video. But if you turn yours off, make sure you turn it back on afterwards, because it's nice to see you all. So here it is.
I want to ask some questions of you, and a simple yes or no is fine. The FDA's authority over the safety of baby lotion. First, can the FDA require a review of baby lotion for safety before it comes to market?
No, we cannot.
Can the FDA require the manufacturer not to use a toxic ingredient, for example, formaldehyde, in its baby lotion?
No.
Is the manufacturer required to register with the FDA before selling its baby lotion?
No.
So I think my first statement is becoming truer. Once the baby lotion comes to market, can the FDA require safety information about the baby lotion?
No.
If the baby lotion has caused bad reactions in the babies, can the FDA require a recall?
No.
If the manufacturer is aware of the baby's bad reactions, would the manufacturer be required to report that to the FDA?
No.
Well, I think everybody's paying rapt attention here. In our country today, could cosmetic products for sale to use on children or infants with unknown ingredients and no safety review? If the product is dangerous, the FDA would not be able to require a recall. You already said that. And obviously, we need to, I think, empower the FDA to do more to protect Americans. I mean, given all the no's that you just answered, I think we have a real problem on our hands.
Okay, one sec. Stop the share for a sec. Okay, so to me, I mean, every time I watch that, I'm just like, what? How can this be? So that leads me to the next short video I'm going to show you of some of the advocacy work that we are doing as a company, and the other companies are really starting to follow suit. It's not just about one company or one voice, it's about everyone creating change, from all the way from companies within this industry to consumers and voting with our dollars and using our purchasing power and just trying to create positive change. So here we go again, 1 second here. See. Sorry, bear with me. Okay, and I should actually say before I leave this screen is that the founder and CEO of Beautycounter, her name is Greg Renfrew, and she's a total powerhouse. And she was actually asked to testify as an expert witness at this hearing. And she was the only person from any beauty company to be asked to testify. So that was really saying something about the work that we're doing. This is a 2-minute video about raising our voices and demanding for better. One sec, I'm gonna put it in present mode, sorry. Here we go.
Beautycounter is celebrating our 5th anniversary by lobbying, and we're not professional lobbyists. We are constituents. The goal is for us to use our voices to have 100 women from all 50 states push their elected officials to pass more health protective legislation.
We're the first brand that's ever brought 100 delegates to Washington, and we're here to meet with members of Congress on both sides of the aisle. It's pretty exciting.
This morning we've had 3 meetings so far, and we kicked off in the Wisconsin room, which I'm from Wisconsin, so it was very exciting. And the meeting was electric. When we can unite, we are a powerhouse.
We met with the representative of Joni Ernst's office. It was amazing to actually hear her say this was the perspective that she wanted to hear from people who are actually from Iowa.
We sat at a table and were able to all kind of have a voice and share our stories and why this is so important.
I think it's really interesting to see how few people know about this. They don't really know it's an issue, and they say, you know, please send me more articles.
Senator Brown's office was very receptive. They've already heard from a lot of Beautycounter supporters, and we feel really good about where the Personal Care Act
bill is going to be moving forward.
The first meeting that I was in, won't mention the state, but it was a little bit challenging. It's always interesting to hear people argue the other side of the argument, talking about the fact that regulation stifles innovation. I think we very clearly articulated that Beautycounter is proof regulation will not stifle innovation, and that we've been able to grow an incredibly successful company over the last few years while simultaneously doing the right thing by the American consumer.
I feel so invigorated after the meetings. I wanted my voice to be heard, and today just reinforced that.
I'm an attorney by trade who's focused on human rights issues, and I feel having access to safer products that are regulated by the federal government is a human rights issue.
I didn't realize really how much we can partake in our democracy and how powerful all of our voices can be.
Showing my kids that, hey, your mommy can be home with you, and she can also go and talk to Congress and get laws changed, and that's empowering.
I never thought that I would be here in Capitol Hill, lending my voice to make a difference, and I feel today that I did what I came up here for.
I feel like we're changing the world every single day. Every single time we share our story, our mission, a bottle of shampoo, we move one step closer to our goal of getting safer products into the hands of everyone.
I feel empowered.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
It was a good day. It was a really good day.
All right. So it's very empowering to watch that and just like feel part of the solution. So Sophie, take it away.
Nice. Well, I wanted to then move into helping you guys all understand more how you can identify safe care products, right? And just learn about how you can take that power back into your own hands with the resource of a group called the Environmental Working Group, which if any of you have watched my presentations before, you know I talk about quite often. But I wanted to go through some examples today too, and kind of orient you to that site. The Environmental Working Group's website is EWG.org, and they have a database called the Skin Deep database, where you can look up things that you are currently using. And if they've allowed their ingredients to be listed and put into this database, which some companies are not transparent about what they use at all, so that's a big warning sign right there. But if they're in this database, then you can get analysis of it. So I'm going to have Amy share her screen again, and we'll go through a couple of examples, and you can just orient you to this website, and we'll look up a couple things because it is really eye-opening. And I think, and there's a lot of broad usage of the labels natural or safe, or, you know, this is becoming more and more of a thing that people are aware of, right? But all these words are unregulated too. So the front of the bottle can look super pretty and look like it's a great option, but until you really understand the confusing ingredients list, it's you still need help understanding like what actually you should be using.
Can you see that, Sophie?
I don't. I just see a white screen.
Okay, one sec. Sorry. There, one sec.
Yeah, no worries.
Now?
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So this is the EWG database, and what we entered into it right now, just as an example. Yep. Here's the Skin Deep. Is a company that probably many people recognize, right? It's Neutrogena. It's well known as good quality skincare. And this is their rapid wrinkle repair regenerating cream, right? So a huge part of the beauty market, you know, is people who want their skin to age well, want help with reducing wrinkles, with tone, helping their skin to repair. And a big component in a lot of these products is retinol, and I'll speak a little bit more about that. But first of all, just the first thing you're seeing is across the front, the top, or in the middle there, I think, yeah, Amy's showing, is this scale. So we have the best on one side, and that's the very best is products that have been EWG verified. And that's meaning like analyzed by the EWG and given the thumbs up. And then in the green, there's the ratings of a 1 or a 2. And really, when you're entering products into this database and looking them up, you want them to come back with a rating of a 1 or a 2. That really means that they get the clean seal of approval. And the scale goes all the way up to a 10, with 10 being the worst. And you can see that this cream gets a rating of an 8. And so then you can scroll down and understand more about why that is. And just look at all the concerns and the ranges of the concerns that they have of, whether it can lead towards cancer, whether it can be developmental and reproductive toxicity, if people tend to have allergies or immune system reactions to it, if there's been any other use restrictions of ingredients. And one of the big reasons that this product is flagged is because of the retinol in it. So retinol is used in so many different anti-aging products, but it's, it does have developmental and reproductive toxicity. There is cancer risk with it. There's a lot of people report skin reactions and skin sensitivity to it. And it's just one that does not have a good safety or study record in terms of its usage. This product also has fragrance on the label, and fragrance is basically, it's a trade secret. So fragrance is this broad loophole. It's a word that can mean anything, really. You don't know what it means, and can be any chemical concoction of how they get the smell that they want. And we in the office see a lot of reactivity to fragrance chemicals. Also, gosh, I mean, it has Teflon in it, which is, what you can use with your nonstick cooking pans, right? Which is something that we tell people not to use at all because of it leaching into food, and the contamination that can come from that. So yeah, it can be very, very eye-opening. You want to pull up the other one too? Yeah, thank you. And so the other one I wanted to bring up is another well-known brand, right? Aveeno. This is the Baby Soothing Relief Moisture Cream. I mean, this is near and dear to my heart, having young kids and really knowing what people are putting on their babies all the time without any thought to long-term effects. So this cream gets a rating of a 5. And really the big red flag in it is the parabens. So parabens are a group of chemicals that are linked to hormone disruption. They're basically what's called an endocrine disruptor. And the long-term effects of that on, that being absorbed into baby skin, long-term, because our skin is, as Amy said, our largest organ, and it goes system-wide, and just how that is then, impacting the development, especially the hormonal development of our children. Yeah. So it's a little depressing, but there is hope. And that is, that's the flip side of it, is that there's things that can be done about it. We can take action, and that there are good products out there. And so this is a great resource. The EWG is a great resource. And then I'm going to shift into the solutions that Beautycounter offers too, right? And it offers for all types of people, all different types of skin types. And I'm going to just start talking about the main skincare lines.
Can you see all that?
Yep, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, Amy. No, it looks really great. So Beautycounter has multiple skincare lines, as I was saying, to address all different skin types and different people and their different needs. And these are all formulas. These products, at least right now, we're talking about are all going to be facial skincare, but there are so many more. Amy and I had a hard time deciding everything we were going to talk about today. And so don't hesitate if you have questions of like, well, what about a body wash or just some other part of the body, right? But we're going to be talking a lot about the face today. So one of the lines is called Counter Control, right? And Counter Control is specifically to help treat oily and blemish prone skin, and to do that without irritation, right? So it's very specific for blemish protection and purifying pores and helping to balance the skin. There's the Counter Match line, which helps to match the natural structure of skin and really deliver long-lasting moisture. So as it says on this flyer, advanced hydration and age prevention. I love this line. This is the one that I use. And my skin just feels so good using it. The Counter Time is, I would say, our bestseller at the office. It's for more dry skin or mature skin, because it visibly firms and brightens and plumps skin with the plant-derived, what's called retinatural complex. So that's Beautycounter's alternative to retinol. And it just speaks for itself. Like, people just get great results for it with it in terms of reducing age spots and fine lines and wrinkles. There's the Counter Start line, which is for more sensitive skin, and it's just a very gentle formula. It has a cleanser and a moisturizer, versus the other lines have other steps and more treatment steps and prep steps. There's no fragrances. It's a really great place, especially if people just want to know where to start, right, or to try something out. And it's coconut oil and aloe vera are its base. And then, of course, men have skin needs too that can be more specific to their skin. And so that's where the Counter Man line came into development. It hydrates, it firms skin, minimizes pores, it smells really good. And of course, men can use any of these other lines, but this is one that can be unique for them as well. And I find with skincare, our routine is key, right? It helps. I mean, this ties into my philosophy in general, which is it's all about prevention, right? It's all about being proactive, and the steps that you take with your dietary habits or and your lifestyle are, of course, preventative health for your body overall, and skincare is part of that too. We want to cleanse, if you wear makeup, to remove it, but even if you don't, to address other impurities and have a clean place to then do different treatment steps. You want to prep to get your skin ready for any kind of specific treatment step. And then the treatment step itself is usually in the form of a serum or additional moisturization, depending on the different line. It's where, like, the powerhouse of really the results of hydration or blemish protection or plumping that happens. And then you want to protect, you want to lock in the moisture with a moisturizing step at the end. And as someone, a bit like as Amy said, before I got into Beautycounter and understanding these things more, I was a very I would probably barely wash my face. Like, I was just focused on other things, or I didn't have a lot of attention. But the more I have worked a regimen into my daily skincare routine, not only do I see my skin be healthier, but it has been a really lovely just self-care step too, that I have just seen have other benefits for my well-being. And then there are these fun boosters that you can add into a regimen. And these are really popular at the office, because you just really see results with them. And especially with the All Bright C Serum and the Overnight Resurfacing Peel. So the All Bright C Serum is a C complex that comes in at that treat step, right? Where you dab it all over your face after you've washed your face, and it penetrates deeply and brightens and addresses skin spots and then particularly sunspots and aging. guess I keep using the word spots, but that's what yeah, I feel like it really smooths and tones the skin overall. And then the overnight resurfacing peel is a real favorite of mine, because you kind of just you can just wash your face at night, put it on, then put your moisturizer over the top and go to sleep, and it like works while you're sleeping. And when you get up in the morning and wash your face, I mean, it's I would say the first time I used it, it was immediately noticeable. My skin felt softer and smoother and more even tone. Yeah, pores were reduced. There are so many like fancy toxic peels out there that like use really nasty chemicals, and this is very gentle and just nourishing too for the skin. The Lotus Cleansing Balm, gosh, yeah, Cleansing Balm has so many different uses. If you want to jump in at any point with ones that I forget about, Amy, please do. But it's a big favorite for eczema, for makeup removal, for a mask, a facial mask in itself, for dry elbows. Yeah.
It works really well also for rosacea.
Yeah.
And pretty much any skin ailments that people come to me with, they try this. I mean, it's not 100%, but it's kind of the one that I recommend to people when they come with eczema, rosacea, or any like dry skin ailments or like irritation. And this helps so much. And this is the one that I was saying earlier before we started, that kind of is how I became introduced to Beautycounter. So just super quickly, I just want to say that my twin sister's daughter suffered from severe eczema for 4 years, to the point where, I mean, they had tried everything under the sun, Western medicine, Eastern medicine, every lotion they could think of, went to the doctors, changed her diet. I mean, everything, and nothing was working for her. And she was just like young, like 1 through 5-year-old girl who just was suffering with a lot of allergies, but it was all presenting on her skin in the form of eczema. They used to have to wet wrap her limbs at night so she could even sleep. And they finally became introduced to Beautycounter, and they tried this product, the Lotus Glow Cleansing Balm, on the flare-ups. And then they would also use what's called our Citrus Mimosa Body Butter, which is just a super rich, nourishing, thick lotion. And between the two of those things, she started to heal. And what my sister realized was that finally she thought she was using safe enough products on her daughter, but she was actually like lathering products on her daughter's skin every day that had toxins in them. And so when she took that out of the picture and started using a truly safe product that was also super high performing like this, it allowed her body to heal. And she's 99% eczema free ever since then. This was 5 years ago that they discovered this. She basically has switched all of her daughter's products over to Beautycounter, including hand wash that she brings to her school, because she just can't use the hand wash that the school has, and hand sanitizer and things like that. But it has really just like changed their lives. So I had to share that piece.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's a powerful story, and a real testament. The final thing on this screen is the charcoal facial mask, but you can also use this charcoal product on other places too, right? It actually can be amazing skin detox in general, but it's charcoal, it's got some mint in it, and it's a powerful, pulling things out of the skin. It works amazing on bug bites. I don't know, there's like some cool usages for it. And when we get talking more about deodorant too, we'll talk about it there as well. But you can use it in spot treatments, you can use it as an overall mask, and of course you can use it on other parts of the body as well.
And we will get to in a few minutes, but we'll get to how you can get a free resurfacing peel and a free charcoal mask as well. We'll get to that at the end.
Oh yeah, we can skip ahead. We dealt with that already. Yeah.
Favorite. Okay, so I know a lot of people have been dealing with maskne over the past 1.5 years or so. And I have heard people talking about not just kind of oily skin and blemishes under your masks, but also some skin irritation. And so these are some of our top products that we would recommend. Depending on what you're feeling, there's things that work so well for both of those things, for the excess oil, but also for skin irritation. And so any of our charcoal products, like the charcoal cleansing bar and our charcoal mask right here, the resurfacing peel, and then these 3 products are from our counter control line, which again is geared towards anyone with oily and acne prone skin. Those are going to be really great for maskne. And then if you're feeling irritation under the mask, the Lotus Glow cleansing balm that we were just talking about, and also this super nice counter match adaptive moisture lotion is really gentle and really good for your skin under there. And then this one, I just want to show this to you all because we're all using hand sanitizer more than we probably ever have in the past. And this is a hand serum in addition to a hand sanitizer. It's kind of 2 in 1. And I feel like a lot of the hand sanitizers on the market, first of all, have toxic ingredients in them, and secondly, dry your skin out. And so this not only is safe for you, but it also is so soothing and nice for your skin. I carry it around in my purse wherever I go, and it has kind of like a locking pump on it, so you can just carry it around and unlock it and squirt it on your hands when you need it, and it's just super nice.
Nice. Yeah, so this is the deodorant. So I end up talking to people about deodorant a lot because aluminum shows up very often in the nutrition response testing as a toxic buildup in people's bodies. And one of the main ways that people get aluminum toxicity is from the regular usage of antiperspirants. It's an ingredient, right, in most deodorants. And so then we need to switch to a clean deodorant. And there are tons of them on the market, and a lot of them don't work well, or they leave, oh yeah, thanks Jennifer too. Yeah, aluminum is in some natural deodorants as well, sadly, yeah. So they leave, they're streaky, or they just don't work well, things like that. So I really love this deodorant. I personally use the coconut one. And it's a cornstarch and baking soda base. It has coconut oil and shea butter in it and wax. It works really well for neutralizing odor and absorbing sweat. Goes on clear. There's, as I said, no aluminum. There's the coconut scent, a rose scent, and a lavender scent. And another really cool thing about it is it's refillable. So you purchase it the first time, and it comes with this case that you see here. And then once you've used it up, you pop the actual middle part out, and you order a refill, and then you put it back into your case. So it minimizes what you're throwing away each time too, once you're finished with your deodorant.
It's awesome. My favorite is rose. And the cool thing is you could order a refill and order a refill of a different scent if you want. And a lot of Beautycounter's products are sustainably packaged, and we're going in the direction of having almost everything, if not everything, be refillable within like the next year or 2. So it's just great to not just have the safety, but also the sustainability.
Yep. Yeah, but when you do switch over to a natural deodorant, it can be a transition process, right? Your body is just, those pores have been clogged in your underarms. They've been used to the onslaught of the antiperspirant. And when you're detoxing, you can detox through your pores, through your sweat, and it can be stinky sometimes too. So this is where the charcoal bar or the charcoal mask, right? You can actually do a mask in your armpit, and it makes a really big difference. And just know that it can take a couple weeks of you switching over, and that these steps really help so that you don't like give up on the natural deodorant saying that it's not working, right? Because it's actually a good sign that you're a little that you're smelling more strongly once you switch over at first, because it actually means that the body's cleaning these previous exposures out.
Okay, we are going to get just briefly into makeup, and then some holiday gifts, and then ways that you guys can save and get to know Beautycounter. So a lot of people like to start, if they're looking for makeup, they like to start with this set, which is called Flawless in 5. It's our discounted 5-piece set that is kind of just the basics. So you can choose between our Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation. There's 18 shades. That's what I have on right now. I love it. Super lightweight, but also buildable. Or our Dew Skin tinted moisturizer with SPF 20, which is another favorite. You see here all of these EWG verified symbols. So our products are getting rated really well on the Skin Deep database that we were talking about. So you can choose either this or that as your first step. Then you can choose either an eyebrow pencil or an eyebrow gel. Then you can choose our brand new, really awesome, safe mascara, which is a total, we just launched it. We had a different mascara up until now that was good, but it wasn't great. And we figured out how to make a great, safe mascara. You can also choose a shade of our brand new Cheeky Clean Cream Blush. I think there's 8 shades. I'll talk about them more in a minute. And then, let's see, this is blocking. Oh, and then any of our Beyond Gloss lip glosses that are made with ethically sourced organic vanilla. So again, that's called Flawless in 5. And that's just one option if you want a whole set of products. Here's a little more on the different shades of the foundations I was talking about. And the mascara, it works really well and is safe. And one thing about mascara, I was actually talking with someone earlier today about this, is if you're going to be switching out your products for safer, and if you say you can't change that all at once, but you want to know where to begin, a couple things I say are, first of all, try to take the word fragrance out of your product line. So if you look at your ingredient lists on your products that you're using, make sure nothing has the word fragrance, which is such a red flag. Another one is products that you're putting on your skin that stay on your skin all day long. So for example, your shampoo and conditioner, it's great to use something safe, but I wouldn't have that be your first swap because it rinses out. So I would swap out something that stays on your skin, like body lotion or sunscreen or face lotion that's going to be with you all day. Also products that are at your openings, so your mouth and your eyes, is going to give you more exposure to what's in the product. So choosing a safe mascara is a great place to begin. A lot of mascaras on the market contain formaldehyde, coal tar, and other carcinogens and endocrine disruptors that we deserve so much better not to have in our products. These are some of our brand new eyeshadow, creamy eyeshadows, and they're just so pretty. They are like, I guess I don't actually have one yet, but I want all of them, but they're crease free and they dry fast and they stay on all day and they're just so pretty, especially I think for the holidays. These are the cream blushes I was just talking about that can also serve as a lipstick. And the compact itself has a mirror and it's post-consumer plastic, something or other. I don't know all the details, but it's a sustainable package and it's also refillable. So you could use this up and then choose a different shade that are going to be available starting in January, and then pop that different shade in. So that's just so much fun. We have tons of lip products. Here's some of our lip glosses, lip sheers, and we also have color intense lipsticks that are more bold. And I'm going to let Sophie talk about some holiday gift sets.
Oh, there are so many fun holiday gift sets. It's hard to decide which ones to share. So I'm just going to run through a few quickly because we're running out of time. But and I am going to raffle one off today too for everyone who's joining us. And the fun one that I'm going to raffle, just so you know, is some travel sizes of all the cleansers. So you could use it for traveling, or you can just use it as a way to check out like the cleansers of all the different skincare lines, because we all need to wash our face, right? So it comes in this little, all beautifully packaged, and it has the cleansing oil from the Counter Time line. It has the pore cleanser from the Counter Control line. And it has the foaming cleanser from the Counter Match line, and then the cocoa cream cleanser as well. So that'll be exciting. If we run out of time today, don't worry, I will do my drawing, I promise, and I'll email the winner. Yeah, so the thing I love about holiday is that usually this is a beautiful packaging of a lot of the favorite products, right? And you can use them as a way to get a starter for yourself, or it's a fun way to gift clean beauty to friends and family. One set that I really like, I can get it open here right now. It's called the Best in Clean Heroes. You can kind of see, so it comes in this box, and the box folds over, and then you see all the beautiful products listed there. And so it's the Albright C Serum that we were talking about, right? It's the Tripeptide Radiance Serum from the Countertime line that has all that amazing retinatural complex in it. It's got an overnight resurfacing peel, and it has an adaptive moisture lotion. So very, oh, and of course, the wonderful new gloss with the vanilla. And so you could think of that as like an introductory package or a fun package for yourself. Similar to that, in a smaller size, you can get just little minis, again, of the serum, all C serum, and the overnight resurfacing peel. Every year they come out with hand lotions, which just smell so good. Again, all like natural, natural smells, right? And no synthetic fragrances. And these are fun because you can have the whole package for yourself, or you can break them up, right? There's 3 different hand creams in here with smells like calm, balance, and uplift. So if you're thinking of, like, I don't know, if you do gifts for teachers, or if you do stocking stuffers or things like that, they can be great. They can be great for that as well. Let's see, what else did I, so all of these that I'm sharing today are on display in the office, and there is all the prices are listed with it there too, and you can read about them and learn more about them. And all the ones that, I mean, of course, they're all available to order through Beautycounter, and we'll explain about how you go about doing that. But the ones that I have in the office on display are not being opened at all, and clients are welcome to purchase those too if you want instant gratification. I'm really excited about this one. This is this foot cream is a newer product, and it comes with the pumice stone as well. And I believe this is just holiday, right, Amy? Yeah, so it's just a special product for holiday. And I also, just to get little looks at everything, this is called the Clean Dreams set. So it comes with an eye mask, it comes with the overnight resurfacing peel, and then tucked in here, I don't know if I can get it out right now, but it's from the Countertime line, is the night cream from the Countertime line. So you would use the overnight resurfacing peel and then seal it in with this like luxurious anti-aging cream. So I think it's a lovely set. All right, I think I just went through those really fast, but those are the main ones I wanted to share.
They're so fun, and I love that you could like get a set and keep one thing for yourself and gift the rest, or mix and match them.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I forgot to bring it upstairs to where I'm on the computer right now, but there is also a set of lip glosses, all with some specialty colors for holiday as well. And there are a couple others. I don't have them all in the office, so the website has them all listed there too.
So fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let me, I'll share 4 ways that people can become involved, and also our current promo, and then we can wrap it up. So the first way people can become involved is just to simply use your purchasing power and to become a client of Sophie's if you haven't yet. in terms of Beautycounter products, and shop at her personal website, which I'm sure she will give to you. It's just beautycounter.com/Sophie Alexander. The second way to become involved is right here. It's our Band of Beauty membership. And I'm going to show you right here. This is where you can get a free resurfacing peel and a free charcoal mask in the travel sizes. Just briefly, it's our perks program, and I always recommend it, although it's completely optional. I just always want people to know that it's just simply a way to save money and get free stuff. There's nothing scammy or yucky about it. For $29, you get those 2 free gifts if you purchase $50 or above at time of enrollment. You get free shipping on orders over 100, and you get 10% back in product credit on every order. So it's just a really great way to get a couple free gifts and save some money. The third way to become involved is to host a gathering. So it could be that you found this valuable and that you think you have a few friends that might also find this kind of information valuable. And Sophie could do this with you and your friends. You would be the host. She would do all the presentation and leading it this way that we've done. And then you would invite your friends to join in either on Zoom, or it could be someday back in person, or on Facebook even. And you as the host can earn up to 5 free products and 5 at half off. So it's a really awesome way for the movement of safer beauty to be spread and for Sophie's network to be grown, and also for you to get some free stuff. And it's very education based. It's not sales based. And the fourth way to become involved is to join this movement as a consultant. We have people, all different types of people doing this, all different ages, all different backgrounds, all different reasons for joining. Some people do this as a hobby and just get a great discount on their own products, and they don't work it super a lot. And some people have turned this into a part-time or even a full-time job. So really, a movement takes all sorts of voices. And so let us know if you want to hear more about this. This is something that you might want to join in to do as well. And we have 2 promos right now. Actually, we have 1 promo. One of them is the perks program that I just spoke of, where you could get the free gifts and free shipping and 10% back. And the second one is if you're brand new to Beautycounter, you've never ordered before, you can get 20% off your first purchase. All of the holiday sets are included in that 20% off. There's a couple of exclusions in our regular line. It's really just our already discounted sets and our brand new products, but everything else is 20% off with the code CLEAN4ALL20. And Sophie can help you with that, of course. That's it.
Yay. Thank you so much, Amy. And thank you all for taking time out of your busy days to learn about this, for your own health, for your family's health, for your friends. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Really love talking about this information. If there's anything that you want to try, I often have samples in the office, and I'm just eager to help you find things that work well for you and that you will love. And on just a fun ending note, because it is 1 o'clock and yay, we did it in an hour, is that our winner of our holiday set is Sue Hoadley. So yay, Sue! Hope you love it. And I'm also, yay, you're so welcome. And I also want to throw it out there that any of you, if this, perked some interest, you're thinking about it, you want to ask more questions or try more, look at more information or talk to me more. If you decide you want to place an order within this next week, and you do it for an order of $50 or more, right, I will enter you into another raffle for another gift set. So I'm just eager to share the holiday love. And thanks again for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. And
thank you.
Yeah, just have a great rest of your day.
You too.